Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So, time for the anthems.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Things already rolling. Oh, that's fabulous. And he whips it in. Jacobs. Sarr. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Nice physical challenge. And here's Jackson.
Jackson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolved.
Jackson! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Senegal with the corner, they're first. Tries to get it clear. There will be a throw-in. And it's Gay. That's good play. And Money! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. That's going in strongly.
Looking for options for movement. Mane. Now it's Jackson. He'll try from distance! Now he wants to get in on the act here. And he cuts out the supply. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And here's Jackson. He's Jackson! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. And he's being shifted off it. Mane.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Souhaitons tous la bienvenue à nos
So we
joueurs.
reach the halfway point.
Senegal certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Senegal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Jackson. Jackson purring through the gears.
Jackson clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He won't be happy with that one. Gay. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Czech. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Senegal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing...
He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gay. Idrissa Gay. That's an imaginative pass. Defending of the desperate variety. Now that looks a decent ball. Cuts it back. Cleared away.
Senegal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Jackson. Oh, well played.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And it's Mane. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And we are already back underway. Jurasek made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And the counter is on. Now it's Jackson. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Kamara. He's having a pop! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Changement pour le Sénégal. Le numéro 18.
Senegal have their second corner now.
Le numéro 27. Changement.
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And we're halfway through extra time. Halfway through extra time, and still we are deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. 15 minutes to find the winner, or else penalties. Skims one in, and that is well cleared. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was...
And a header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Changement en cours.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Played into space. Can he latch on to this?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the through ball. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
I had a feeling this might end goalless with everyone pretty much running themselves to a standstill. These players certainly have done their part in making it an enthralling encounter.
Players then beyond the point of exhaustion, but there is still one final act to come. Jackson is first to take the long walk. One 0.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Up steps the man with the armband. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Senegal with the chance to go 2 up. Of course, the lead now is 2.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Big character, big moment, big save. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
The Czech Republic are looking to save match point. Now there's a penalty.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Senegal on the verge. Dispatched! Senegal have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of personality. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end in the only way it could have been.
Senegal definitely had to take the scenic route, but I don't think they'll be complaining too much. Their sense of purpose and overall approach to the game just gave them a slight edge that enabled them.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Szoboszlai.
And it's Kyrgyz.
And he's lost his man. Oh, shooting chance! Szoboszlai! Not a bad try by any means.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find a net.
Szoboszlai.
Great vision. Good ball, good take.
There's the shot! Goal! Hungary! And Hungary are in front!
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Hungary currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Looking for the far post.
Defending of the desperate variety. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Backward it goes.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Szoboszlai. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Szoboszlai. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's having a shot! And that's a good finish. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Democratic Republic of Congo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Buku. And he's being shifted off it. Kyrgyz. Stood up well to him there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Over to the right flank. It's a promising position. Shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And it's Kyrgyz.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he spark a counter here? Now this could be a chance. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Hungary clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Bushiri. Orban. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, such a clever touch. Mbemba. Ilya.
The attendance for this
60
match
minutes
was
played.
80,314.
Pickle. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And shifted it to the flank. That is a superb rearguard action. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. Coming on the field is number 26.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Hungary are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Applies the finish! And want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And he's in on goal. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper. Goal! Hungary! Into the lead once more. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Hungary with the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Thinks and a chance! That has been knocked clear.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Deep into stoppage time. And he has been fouled there.
Substitution on the field. Number 24. Coming on the field is...
And that is that. Hungary proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Szoboszlai claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable.
Hello,
A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Make his way to the information centre.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And now we observe the national anthems. Cameroon appear to be going with a 3-5-2 formation, Jim.
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually always like playing in this formation because as a wing-back, you get more freedom to go forward. As an orthodox full-back, you had to be more selective in the runs you made. The back three should be able to deal with certainly one opposition striker and possibly two. And that's why I liked it, because I didn't have to get back that much.
So that's got things underway.
Namaso.
Chance here to counter. Can he get on the end of this? Burmo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Solomon. He's shifting through the gears here.
Solomon proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cameroon still without a single shot on target. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
That's good running with the ball. Oh, he's burst through. He's in a great position here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Burmo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Cameroon with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's there to head it! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And it's Chamadeu. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. That's going wide left. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He's through here. Tries a shot! Fantastic from Solomon! A finish of true class! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made...
And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Cameroon finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible. But
and he shoots!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Attention, changement.
Tolo. Cameroon still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Namaso. Namaso makes a dash for it.
Cameroon really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's hit the woodwork and out. And they've got rid.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 2, le numéro 13. À leur place, Le numéro 25. Le numéro 7.
Cameroon really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Cameroon have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Looking for the run. Oh, super find. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Israel really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Out towards the flank. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It is close, but that is the last of it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
What a frustration, Peter. Even after the goal, no real change in approach. That's about as inept as they come, and it's no surprise there are many in the stands that are making their feelings pretty clear.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Belgium. So off we go then. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Openda. De Bruyne.
And it's Amadou Onana.
Oh, looks a smashing ball. Chance, surely! Goal, Belgium! And we have liftoff.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Belgium break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Openda. Tries to thread one through.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Shot could be on. Shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Belgium very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Castagna gets a foot in here. Castagna did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, there's a probing ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He'll try from distance! And over, just.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target. Singapore really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Doku. Well read, nice interception.
And here's Openda.
Now, can they get him away? De Bruyne!
And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has been indicated.
That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Belgium just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Belgium are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit.
Oh, chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most accurate pass. Onana. Belgium are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Castagna. So we've reached the hour mark. De Bruyne. Doku. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Just about up to 75 minutes. Castagna. Now it's Trossard. Now it's Openda. Nicely spread. Doku is onto this. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Belgium are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Number 26, Batshuayi. Number 20, Hans
Batshuayi.
Substitution in progress.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Now that looks a decent ball. Trossard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Two added minutes
That
has
pass
been indicated.
just didn't quite work.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Has a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that will be the final act. Belgium can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Belgium definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And a quick announcement today.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And here is the national anthem of Chile. Was special. Now stand by for this. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've been hugely impressed with Kaoru Mitoma, Peter. He has worked extremely hard on all aspects of his game, and you're not going to find too many weaknesses about at the moment. He thrives on that left side, and he can either go inside on that right foot or stay on the left side, so he presents an immediate problem to fullbacks, and he's developing fast and extremely well.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. So straight into the action.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Toma, that's a good... And the finish! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Duan. And the pass is intercepted.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
We can run onto that. Chance! Goal! Chile! The first significant strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Kubo. Tries to play it through. Chance, surely! And that's a good finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Japan restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kubo, looking for the run. Well, there's the clearance. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Japan with the corner, they're first. Cleared away. Chile are looking to go forward now. And here's Kubo. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Minamino. Minamino! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And we continue.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Japan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Japan have their third corner. And that has been cleared. Duan, a probing pass, and that's an errant pass. Japan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall...
He's in! Must be! He's having a shot! Goal! Chile! And again they hit the front. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Number 14.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Mitoma. Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And it's Endo. Here's Minamino. Threads one in. Oh, that's neat. And it's made its way to him. Oh, it's come loose. Goes for a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Chile couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Played out to the left flank. It's a promising position. Has to go back here. Oh, look at the space here.
Chile clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Japan very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And he can thump it away.
Japan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that is well cleared.
Substitution for Japan. Number 20, Kubo. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Canada. Substitutions taking place. 4 added minutes has been indicated.
Some good work on the right flank here. Searching passes played there. Deep into stoppage time. And that has left him in a heap. And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Japan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
We stand for the national anthem of Switzerland.
Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Tries to play it through. It's a promising position, played in with purpose. Zakaria.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
That has been slung wide. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Switzerland clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he get it through? Chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to clear it.
Switzerland are looking to go forward now. Throw it. No, just not quite.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find a net.
Australia are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat.
Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Delivers the ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Granit Xhaka. Very nearly half an hour gone here.
Now it's Vargas.
Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Knocks it out wide. Great vision.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now, can they get him away? Kobel claims comfortably. Freuler.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. Played out to the left flank. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. So, a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
We would like to inform you that
what have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Australia are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That's a cute ball. And it's made its way to him. Freuler. Oh, good-looking ball. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Granit Xhaka.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Picked out, brilliant chance! And that's in! How they've waited! Now they have it! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Number 23.
Switzerland can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was always going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Australia have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to...
Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vargas actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution for Australia. Number 11.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah.
Embolo! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now he's off and running. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Oh, he's having a go! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Elects to cross. Kobel deals with that nice and simple.
Australia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's going for goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Substitution for Australia. Number 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
Him is number 10. Substitutions taking place.
Granit Xhaka. Australia have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. He has found the way through. Delivers with whip. Suter attempts a clearance.
Switzerland really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
It's a promising position. Great ball, shapes to shoot! Reader. 5 minutes to add. And that's that. Australia have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Australia clearly weren't looking to win it this way. There's no doubt about that. Still, you have to credit them for their ability to dig deep, to show good mental strength and to find that extra gear when it mattered.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And here is the national anthem of Peru. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
There's the whistle. Now that looks a decent ball. And he welcomes it in. Chance! It's there! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Tapia. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now, what about a counter-attack? So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, super ball! He's having a shot! He want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tapia. Nice looking ball. It's a promising position. That is a great pick out. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is well cleared. And they're quick to get it back. And it's made its real chance! And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
No, he's not getting past him there. Just eases him off the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. There's the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw! And they're threatening to fly away here! The movement so... And that is all they have time for. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Everyone, please.
Well, they're in a
welcome
great
our
position,
players to the
Peter, so
field.
why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. And so the action is resumed. Plays a sharp little ball here. Can he latch on to this? More and more pressure on the ball here. And he's picked it up out wide. Threads one in. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Polo. He's found a way through. It's a promising position. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence.
This match was 80,314.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though.
Tries one from range! What a hit! The save was firm.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Shot, surely! Oh, off the bar! Flores. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nice physical challenge. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution for Russia. Number 11. Number 7. Coming on the field. Number 19. Number 23.
Knocks it into space. And he's there to belt it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. This looks promising. Oh, he's bustling through here. Guerrero. Oh, played right into his path. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
There will be 1 minute at
Not
a
too
time.
much to add on here, just a minute. So that's it. It is all over. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem.